like fully weeing, and I had no control. You started.
Right. Good guys.
Very good, isn't it?
I'm not going to get emotional, but oh, I am getting emotional. My bladder was going to leak and we had to get a taxi and race straight back to the hotel. Hello honeys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining me now, then hi, my name's Imogen and thank you so much for finding me. I don't know how you found me, but please definitely stay. I'm very excited for today's video, and as you can probably tell from the title, we are bringing back story times. I'm so excited. This video is going to be a mixture of so many different things as I'm filming over a 6-week period, the longest video I've ever filmed. It's not that long though, it's not like a 6-week hour-long episode thing. So this video is going to be all about my personal bladder journey and also about my bladder leaks. I am so excited for this video, not only just to open up, but also to spread awareness and also to go on a 6-week improvement journey for my pelvic floor health. I feel like for me, being able to speak about it is so important because so many people suffer with this and people don't want to talk about it. And I'm urging you guys to be able to speak about things that are affecting your daily life. I was definitely guilty of this. I associated bladder leaks with older women or women that had children and they had really weak pelvic floors. And actually, there's a survey that actually came out that 64% of women from 18 to 24 have actually experienced bladder leaks. So many people younger and older experience it all the time. And also a third of those people took over a year to admit it to themselves, and nearly half of those women actually didn't discuss it with their friends and family due to embarrassment. So I am here to end the embarrassment. It is not embarrassing. We all go through certain things. So many people are going through things, and I feel like this is the time to be open and talk. So going back to the story time of how my pelvic floor actually became weakened was due to having a stomach condition and being in hospital. Up until the age of 20, all of my pelvic floor was absolutely fine. But I do have a stomach condition which is chronic and it is lifelong, called gastroparesis, which basically means that my stomach's paralysed. I know you guys have probably heard me talk about my stomach condition a lot, but that is just what I deal with day-to-day basis. When I was in hospital, I was in hospital for a very long time, and for a good year I was in and out of hospital being tested for so many different things, and they didn't work out what was wrong with me for a very long time. During that time, a lot of things were damaged from taking morphine every single day for a long time, all the different medication that I was on. I was on so many different muscle relaxants that I eventually lost complete control over my bowel. I didn't realise up until very recently that your bowel and all of your other organs down there are all completely linked. Regarding my leaks, basically when I came out of hospital, I didn't realise that my pelvic floor was even weakened because I didn't go to the toilet for a very long time in hospital. I didn't go and pass urine for a long time, and I also went months and months without actually going for number 2, which was extremely damaging. I was very constipated. And actually I got told recently that constipation is on par with giving birth for really weakening your pelvic floor. So I was constipated for years. I've been constipated since I got my condition. I go through so many weeks of not going to the toilet, which I know isn't healthy, and that's why I'm desperate to try and retrain all of this. For you guys out there that might not think pelvic floor is linked to your bowel and all those other things, it is. I can actually tell you a really embarrassing story. I was living in like a uni halls, although we didn't have halls at my university, we just had like private halls you had to rent, etc. So I was ill and I was in these halls, and I genuinely thought I could make it back to the halls and I couldn't. So I'm walking down this hallway and there are so many different people and they're all going in and out of their rooms, etc, and I am there fully just weeing. Like fully weeing, and I had no control over it at all. That's like a leak to another degree. That's not what I had every single day, but for the last 7 years it's been on and off week, and then I've done some exercises for my pelvic floor and I've strengthened it, then I've forgotten to do them and I've weakened it again. So it's definitely something which, it doesn't happen every time, I don't wet myself all the time, but that was when it was at its peak. That was when it was at its worst. And now it kind of goes through stages of where I feel like it's not tight, or I feel like it's completely weakened, and I can be out and about and I can be extremely laughing and then have like a little leakage, and so many women go through it all the time. And I feel like that's really why I want to do this improvement journey, because even if you don't have leaks, it's so important to strengthen your pelvic floor, and that's why I really want us to just do this all together. I want to just be able to speak about things on my channel that help people and educate people, and that's why I'm so grateful that I get to do this video. Because Always Discreet is sorting me out and helping me on this journey, I'm going to be having consultations with a pelvic health sports physiotherapist, and I'm also going to be participating in Always Discreet's pelvic power workouts once a week. Mum's going to get involved with them as well. So I'm really excited. Let's go on this journey and let's see what we're saying. Let's get those pelvic floors good, baby princess. So angels, today is a very exciting day. I have my first initial consultation with my pelvic health sports physiotherapist. So we're going to have a Zoom call and I'm going to be bringing you in on it. So I'm a tiny bit apprehensive, which I think is completely normal. I'm less apprehensive than I ever would have been when I was younger, because I think when I was younger I was so worried about what they're going to think, and oh my god, I can't believe I'm telling her this is cringy, but this is is her job. She's seen worst case scenarios, better scenarios, she's seen it all. I think definitely when you get older you realise that no one's judging you because this is her job to help me. So I'm so glad I've got you here with me because it's like my best friends being there. I feel like I've got moral support. Do you know what I mean? You know, you're younger and you want your mum to come to the doctors with you. That kind of vibe. Have you got my computer audio? Is it on?
I can definitely hear you and I can hear some music.
Oh my god, I thought the music was coming from you. Wait there, let me try and sort out.
What I'll do, if it's okay with you,
Yeah.
is I'm going to show you a model of
Oh
our
yeah, of
pelvic
course.
floor.
Cute, yeah, love that. Yeah, that would actually help.
Earlier.
That would actually help because when I've ever looked at exercise, I'm like, what am I actually working? Yeah.
Like the light pink layer, that is basically our pelvic floor. Like the functions of the pelvic floor are to keep our organs in place, so like our bladder, our uterus and our bowels, control our bladder and our bowels, so they keep anything in or out depending what we're doing.
So nice to be able to talk to someone and know that you're not alone kind of thing, because I know that a lot of people, you know, for everything that I maybe talk about, I think a lot of people think, I wish I could speak about that, but you can easily speak about it because everyone's gone through something like that, you know, and everyone is going through similar things, I think. And I think the more we talk about it, the less we feel alone. So I just got off the nicest Zoom call I've ever had with Helen, and she is just incredible. Honestly, I was a little bit apprehensive beforehand, but all my worries, concerns, questions, queries, it's amazing. Like, you're not alone with anything. And do you know what? She's explained so much that it's made me feel so less abnormal and all those things that go through your head when you think certain things and whatever. And I genuinely feel like I'm on the right track to sorting out my pelvic floor health, but also I know this might sound silly to a lot of people, but I didn't know it was all connected to like your colon and your back. You know, she explained everything and I feel just amazed that I'm so much more understanding of it now.
The good thing is, because the pelvic floor muscle is relevant to all of our holes, by improving the pelvic floor, it will improve like all of the symptoms.
Yeah.
When it gets a bit weakened or if it's not working as well as what it does, then it does give us lots of symptoms, but it also means on the flip side, if we get the muscle stronger, then lots of symptoms can improve relatively easily.
I feel like a new woman. I feel like I'm also looking after my health, my babies. You know, I want to be able to have a good childbirth and have strong pelvic muscles after childbirth. So I feel like my dad always says that prevention is better than the cure. So, you know, it's good to work on these things so you don't have to go and try and get them back from them being the worst kind of thing, you know? So we love Helen. She sent me a little follow-up email just explaining everything, sort of the exercises that she thinks I should be doing and to help me make bowel movements as well as also help my bladder leakages, because she's going to help me with all of it. So common misconception, which Helen actually explained, was that for me, when I used to do pelvic floor exercises, I was tensing my whole body in and then releasing, which isn't the right way to do it. She said that because it's so internal and such a tiny thing, that you should be sort of trying to stop wind, basically. You know, when you like try and hold a fart in when you're like around your new boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, that's the kind of feeling you should have.
Activate the tightening and lifting coming from the back passage.
Right, okay.
So when we do the exercise, because most of the pelvic floor is internal, we shouldn't really see anything happening. So like your tummy should stay still and your legs and your bum muscles, like nothing should move.
Between each time, she said, really do a big deep breath in and out, because it kind of just gets everything back to its natural state, and it also makes sure that everything is just calm and relaxed to do the next tense, clench, clench, release, clench, release. And then I'm going to do 10 times holding it for 10 seconds. She did say if you can't hold it for 10 seconds, that's completely understandable, because some people just can't, but you build up to it. And I'm going to do them lying down first, then sitting up if I have, you know, built up, and then also standing up. I just need to breathe. That's what I definitely have learned that from Helen, that I need to breathe more and just relax more. And I think this is going to help my mental health as well, just doing these exercises, breathing, you know, I'm doing meditating and all those things. It really is just going to be great. Can't wait for the 6-week journey. It's morning time. I've got a little bit of fake tan on my face, loving life. Today is the first day that I'm going to be trying to sort out my pelvic floor health. Very excited to go on this journey, and it is week 1 of me trying out the free exercises by Always, which I'll show you. They're called Pelvic Power. They're online. It's a free Loving Life week by week exercises regimes, and they've teamed up with McCann, which we love. So she's a fellow sufferer with the bladder leaks, and these are meant to help improve and also prevent bladder leaks. So we're doing them. This is the week 1. I'm excited. You're gonna do them with me. You better be, because I don't want to be on my own. I'm hoping I'm providing you with some realness, because this flat is an absolute shiz tip. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited. These exercises have actually been designed by a PT and a pelvic floor health physiotherapist. Lovely. Let's get the pelvic floor going. So here we are, week 1.
Good morning!
Good morning!
I am so excited that we are doing our very first live on embodiment. Honestly, welcome.
I'm a very visual person and I like to visualize things, so this is really going to help me because they're explaining that this is an introduction and this is really to help you find your pelvic floor and really find those muscles. Even me explaining it to you, I can't show you your pelvic floor because it's something internal. So we are going to get our pelvic floor, find it, hold it, love its life. Fern just said who's doing their Kegels, and I was actually doing stuff now. I'm trying. It's not something you get straight away. Well, some of you might, but I didn't. So I'm definitely learning how to pull in from my bum. I know it sounds so like, oh my God, but we're open, we're best friends here, it's fine. But you have to like basically stop a fart and like pull it in. See, mine feels so weak. Mine feels like it shakes after like 1 second. So I've definitely got a weak one. Chilling, loving my life, holding in some farts, you know? I'd like to pass wind. So back to my little diary. I have just finished and I feel so zen and relaxed and chilled. I never get time to just sit down and do nothing and just relax, and sometimes focusing on other things. Not only am I helping my pelvic floor, but I'm also relaxing, because when I spoke to Helen, she said a lot of it is to do with stress. So many things, you know, stress is such a bad thing for us. Being able to relax with these amazing exercises has just really helped me. Feeling a little bit lackluster, is that the right word? Because I know that I haven't got the strength there. Fern was saying at one point, she was like, when you feel that shake, it's normal if you don't have a really strong, you know, pelvic floor. And I just felt a bit like, a bit downhearted, because I guess that's just something I have to deal with right now, but it's not something I have to have forever. Oh, my hair looks wild. I'm gonna sort it out and we are gonna sort it out together. Wow. Week 2, baby honeys. I got my AirPods in. Spencer's getting involved. He's watching the football, loving life, while I'm just watching my pelvic power. There we go, got it on the go, you know it.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Hold your pose.
Yeah.
Lovely back bend.
Thank you, baby prince. He's cheering me on, keeping me going.
You got this.
He's watching the football and I'm loving life. You can do 2 things at once, Hans. You can do it with your hubby.
Yeah.
Or your boyf.
Need a bit of sport.
Or your fam. Oh, here we go. Changing.
It's very good, isn't it?
I can hear you. So I've got mum. I have got mum for week 3, pelvic power.
Yep.
Have you been doing your week 1 and 2?
Of course.
Yeah, loving life. So we want to get our pelvic floor strong, done, loving life. Would you say yours is strong at the moment?
Mine is stronger.
Okay,
And
so it's
any sort
helping.
of form of exercise I find is
Yeah.
really tightening. I don't
Yeah.
tend to wet myself as much.
3, we are halfway through. I do feel like I have noticed a bit of a difference. Do you feel like you've
Oh,
strengthened it a
definitely,
bit?
definitely.
Yeah.
The more exercise you do. Because
Yeah, people think it's not young
Oh
people
no,
as well.
I've got friends in theatre, I'm
Yeah.
not going to name any of them,
No.
and I was really surprised that when they told me they did ballet at 18 and they were wetting themselves when they were
Yeah.
dancing.
Absolutely normal, loving life. Here's
Ready for my
mum's
pelvic
ready.
floor?
Ready for your pelvic floor, princess.
know,
Oh,
that's
look, she loves it. Look, she loves it.
Working on our pelvic floor.
Yes, we have, baby princess.
3,
Hold your pelvic floor.
Yeah.
1. So this
Really
is also
set.
work. Well,
I
you
find
might
this
feel
quite
like you're
relaxing
doing a
and
lot.
also
Remember,
good
you
exercise.
just
It's actually strengthening my muscles as well.
It does, it's all good
1,
for
that's
the glutes.
5, I think. No, 6.
Have that bit of flat.
2, 1, that's 7.
thing is you
And
mustn't
again.
fart.
Hold, squeeze it all in. 3, 2.
Well, you better not, because if you fart, I go straight in my mouth.
2. A lot easier.
Loving life.
Hold. 3, 2. Don't forget to smile.
I'm
See,
smiling.
she says
Open
smile.
up, good.
I
Hold.
smile.
3.
Fine,
and
like
again,
now I can find my
lovely
pelvic
stuff.
floor
Keep
quicker.
it coming.
Before I couldn't, now I feel like I can do it.
1, 2, 1.
Mum,
What's your
you
Kegel
started.
face look like? Good guys, okay,
It's an
coming
airy
over
one, that was a
onto
couple.
your elbows. Okay, you're just going
Did
to
you
prop
mean to
yourself
do
up,
that?
and we're going to take the same position.
You're
So
gonna
feet
prop that.
together.
I'm
and you're
leaving
just
that in.
gonna
You're a
open
child.
out
This
and
is what
then
I.
in. Now, as you in, that is when I
You
want you
are
to perform
filth.
Kegel. Yeah, we're going to do 10
She is
again.
filth. And you filth bag. Look, everyone needs to know what kind of woman you are.
I'm not going to leave that in.
I am leaving it in. Go on.
can't.
Do a Kegel. Watch the lady and stop farting. It's fun. You should do it with your friends. Do it with your mum. She did say though on your period that your pelvic floor is a little bit weaker. Yeah.
It does. It always loosens. You must know that through when you have,
Yeah.
you know what. Look at that pelvic floor.
Wow, look at that. Camel toe. What do we think, Mum?
Lovely. I have the most tightest pelvic floor.
I'm checking in with you on the way on week 6 and you can tell me, look, she loves it, look. There she goes. Oh. Come on, wanted to lie on the balcony because it's a nice day and I wanted to have a chat with you. So I just had my 4-week follow-up with Helen and she was an absolute angel. Like, I just love her so much. She's just honestly helped me through this journey. She's always had her inbox open for me. She's always been so kind with questions and just really helped me. So I feel like I dropped off a bit this 4th week because I went away. I feel like flying really affected me with my pelvic floor and stuff, just because I felt a little bit stressed, because when I fly my stomach just goes to absolute rubbish.
It's something that I hear so often in terms of bladder or bowel being affected, like going on planes.
Yes, we had a little bit of an issue when we were in Florence where I felt a little bit like my bladder was going to leak and we had to get a taxi and race straight back to the hotel. I feel like apparently that's just normal with flying sometimes and your whole routine just goes out of the window. And she set me some other tasks.
For the next kind of few weeks ahead, like, I want standing to be your goal.
Yes.
Because you're dead right. Like, basically standing is the hardest position, but it's the position that we need the most strength and endurance in.
Yeah, I struggled a tiny bit to gauge that, not gonna lie, because I was like doing the whole sucking in thing again and like feeling it. And now I can stand up. Literally, we were on the underground and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. The 10-second window is the most important. You don't need to go over the 10 seconds, but the 10 seconds is just really going to strengthen your pelvic floor. Telling her that sometimes I get really anxious when people tell me, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I'm like, I just feel like that's going to give me a panic attack. Just told me to kind of just hold my diaphragm where my ribs are and just breathe out.
Well, actually, on the subject of breathing.
Yes.
So that almost is like your secret weapon. So when you are in those stressful situations or when you do next travel and stuff, just try to make sure that you do the breathing as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like in those moments.
I thought that was someone coming out then. Just talking on my balcony so everyone can hear. Everyone, we all need to sort out pelvic floor. I feel like the Imogen before I got ill, in a way. Like, I feel like I'm taking control back and I feel a lot more in control at the moment. I've got 2 weeks left of my 6-week journey and I feel like so much has changed in myself, my mental health, because it's all linked, and also my pelvic floor. Like, I've got so much stronger down there. It's crazy.
It doesn't take a lot. Like, to do 2 or 3 of each takes what, like 30 seconds?
Yeah, exactly. And you can do it when you're watching the TV. You're like standing up and washing the dishes. Like, that's what I've, seen.
Exactly. Once you're putting a kettle on or brushing your teeth or whatever.
Talking to your mum on the phone.
Exactly. Exactly. No excuses.
No.
And, well, I know why people don't, but the benefits of keeping up the maintenance are just
I think people think you have to do it for longer than you do, if you know what I mean. Like, I think people think that it's a lot. I'm ready to maintain this and keep this strength in my pelvic floor and just spread the word to everyone else. So yeah, really, really positive for week 4. Just checking in with you guys. So angels, it is my 6-week check-in. I cannot believe it's been 6 weeks. The time has flown by. For week 4, I did my pelvic power exercises and I am absolutely loving them. Not only have they helped my pelvic floor, but they've also helped me tone different parts of my body which I didn't even know I could tone. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So for weeks 5 and 6, I just did the exercises which Helen had sent to me, but also I was tailoring my own routine. From the pelvic powers which I've been doing, it's given me a really good range of different exercises which I can do, and I'm going to continue to do. Because I am not jumping off this train, ladies and gentlemen, hun buns. I am not getting off this train. So, week 6. I know you all want to know. I hope you all want to know. I am feeling amazing. I'm not going to get emotional, but I am getting emotional. I feel like I've said this before, but I do feel like I've taken so much control of my life back. Doing my pelvic floor exercises, really focusing on my pelvic floor, has helped me so many different ways. It's obviously strengthened my pelvic floor. I feel like I'm more confident to go outside the house and not worry that I'm going to have to rush to the toilet and feel like I'm going to have leaks. Like, it's helped my bowel movements because I've strengthened my pelvic floor health. It has helped me so much. Like, I go to the toilet at the moment every day. Yeah, I know. That is, for me and for my stomach, unheard of. Obviously with my medication, it's obviously helping. I've taken a turn around an amazing corner and I feel like I never want to go back. That is something which I was speaking to my mum about. Like, we can't stop these exercises now, and I feel like I'm really grateful that I've been able to document this 6-week journey, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I really am grateful that I get to share with you some really personal, open things which I feel like can hopefully help so many of you. And if any of you are suffering with leaks or anything that I've discussed in this video, please definitely go and seek medical advice from a healthcare professional, and please definitely go to my description and head over to Embodiment with the Pelvic Power exercises. They have been so helpful and amazing. I'll link them all in the description. Honestly, even if you just want to just relax and chill out and tone different bits, it's helped me so much. And they're 20 minutes, you can do them wherever, and I've really learned that we never take enough time for ourselves. We never ever put ourselves first. We're like, I've got to do this for work, I've got to do this for my family, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. You've got to look after yourself. That's the most important thing, especially when it's something which is affecting your confidence or your self-esteem or just in general your day-to-day life. I think it's definitely something we need to focus on, and I think that's definitely something which lockdown and 2020 has hopefully taught all of us. It's definitely taught me that I need to really focus on my health more and put myself first. So I always felt like I couldn't put that time into my day, but I can. And once you've done your exercise and you've got the strength, you can focus and do it for 2 minutes a day. Once you've really got the strength back, you can literally do it for 2 minutes. You can do it doing the washing up, you can do it watching the TV, like you can do it standing waiting for a train, like wherever you feel comfortable enough, you can do it. Honestly, no one knows you're doing it, and no one knows, no one can see any movements. Brilliant. So I am so grateful that anyone's even watched this video. I'm so grateful to Always Discreet for teaming up with me on this video. I am so blessed to be working with them. It's such an amazing dream for me because it's something so close to my heart and so personal to me. Please never ever feel like you're alone in anything in your life. Please definitely speak up, speak out, seek help, do your thing, focus on yourself, put time and effort into yourself, because honestly, our pelvic floor, we need to look after it, hun buns. We need to, okay? So I love you. Look after your pelvic floor. I'm looking after mine. I feel so confident to go into the future. I feel so confident for when I have children. I feel like I'm going to have strength there, you know, that I didn't have before. So anyway, I have had an amazing 6 weeks. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I love you guys so much. And until next time, I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. Please give this video a massive thumbs up. It'd be so grateful to me. Honestly, it'd be so grateful. It would mean so much to me and I'd be so grateful. Bye. Excessive waving. Sorry. Bye.